Hello everyone, and welcome to the latest episode of County Perspective. This show focuses on Frederick County government, local programs and events, and the Frederick County community. I'm your host, Brandon Rosa, and thank you for joining us. Now, there's been a lot going on in Frederick County government, so let's kick the show off with our top news stories. Frederick County will receive more than $1.8 million in community project funding as part of the federal omnibus bill recently signed by President Joe Biden. The legislation sets aside funding for three major projects: an emergency operations center, a crisis stabilization center, and a trail to connect the city of Frederick to the town of Walkersville. Frederick County's $1.8 million in community project funding will support emergency management services for those experiencing a behavioral health crisis and safe transportation options. After serving in leadership positions with Frederick County government for 7 years, Rick Harcum announced his retirement as the county's Chief Administrative Officer, effective January 27, 2023. The Chief Administrative Officer oversees daily operations of all 23 offices and divisions under the direction of the County Executive. Mr. Harcum was named Acting Chief Administrative Officer in February 2019 and confirmed as Chief Administrative Officer the following month. A national search will be conducted to find Mr. Harcum's successor. Until the search is complete, Chief Financial Officer Lori Deppes will take on the role of Acting Chief Administrative Officer. In addition, Leslie Barnes Keating will assume the role of Acting Deputy Chief Administrative Officer. Do you have a concern to report to Frederick County government? The Constituent Services Office is here to help. Their priority is to deliver equitable and efficient services to residents by providing information and facilitating access to county programs and services.
Well, constituent services is a vital function of county government. Each and every one of us as county staff play a role in constituent services, whether it's a firefighter providing life-saving measures, an animal control officer helping reunite pets and families, staff helping to set up a vaccination clinic during COVID. We all play a role in supporting our community members.
You can contact Constituent Services staff by using FCG Fix-It. This mobile app and web tool allows you to easily request help from various county divisions right from your mobile phone. When using FCG Fix-It, be sure to choose county-wide concerns from the list of categories while making your request. You may also contact a Constituent Services representative, Kathy McCarthy, by phone at 301-600-6083 or by email at constituentservices@frederickcountymd.gov. How cool are drones, right? You can launch them 400 feet in the sky and fly out for miles to get a bird's eye view of the world. Many people are acquiring drones for hobbies, and some are purchasing drones to give their business a new edge. Multiple county divisions now have drones to perform their day-to-day operations. I had the chance to speak with multiple drone pilots in Frederick County government to see how they utilize drones to perform their job duties. Watch this video to hear what these drone pilots had to say. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's a drone. Drones look like something from the future, but they are present in our day-to-day lives. In fact, 4 Frederick County Government Divisions, the Division of Fire and Rescue Services, Division of Public Works, Division of Water and Sewer Utilities, and the team at Frederick County Government Television utilize drones to perform their essential job duties.
Water security is about as high on our priority list as it could be, so making sure that those elevated storage tanks are in good condition, they're secure and safe is probably the most important function of using a drone.
Currently our goal is marketing of DPW. So typically when people think DPW, they think about snow and roads. They don't realize that we do stream projects, pond retrofits, vertical construction. So we'd like to use this as an opportunity to show the public what we actually do here at DPW.
Frederick County Government Television started their drone program in 2019, and since then, multiple county divisions decided to adopt a drone program of their own.
4 years ago, video services was kind of the leader in developing the drone program for Frederick County government. We did get a lot of requests initially for getting out and showing different departments and getting site surveys and other things. Since then, other departments have found the value in droning. And with that value, they've created their own programs, which now the county is growing and we can do more services for the citizens.
There are hundreds of different drones to choose from on the market, but each division hand-selected a drone that would work best for their division.
Our team actually has multiple drones. We have 3 drones. We have 2 that can go 400 foot in the air, but we also have an interior drone, a small little mini. The smaller mini drone that we have will allow our viewers to almost be a part of that location. So if it is a hallway, it almost allows them to walk down through the hallway.
We have one drone. It's a Mavic Pro. With new advancements, I expect, we'll probably add a few drones in the years to come.
So currently we have this DJI Mini 2. In the future, we might expand to some. We know there are LiDAR capabilities. We've heard of thermal capabilities as well.
Employees who are certified to fly drones for the county could tell you that getting the FAA Part 107 certification wasn't the easiest task. To become a professional drone pilot, you need dedication and responsibility.
So I've taken quite a few certifications over the years. I think this was a challenging exam. I think the most challenging part for me was that it wasn't content that I was familiar with. It's all FAA regulations about airspace and who can fly when and where.
It took our staff about a year of really in-depth studying and understanding all the different angles to droning and all the importance of it. We take a lot of pride in the fact that what we do is safe, we're following regulations, and even if it could be the coolest shot in the world, we're going to think about the people and the surroundings around us before we get that aircraft up in the air.
Since the adoption of drones, county divisions are now able to climb to new heights.
I like to see that aerial perspective. It's nice to see things from above. It's a different reality almost.
For somebody who's been in video for 25 years, shooting and editing, the last 4 years have been super exciting for me. I have been able to see angles, do things that I have never been able to do, and it's just opened up an all new world for me and gives the viewers at home the best opportunity to learn about the county.
Well, it's time for a quick break, so grab some snacks or something to drink, and we'll be right back with more on County Perspective. Welcome back to County Perspective. I'm your host, Brandon Rosa. Before we watch a new episode of Destination Frederick County, let's take a minute to find out who our Pet of the Week is this time.
Tama is one of FCAC's longest residents, having arrived in July of 2022. She has a beautiful smile, bright eyes, and a fun personality once she gets to know you. Tama can be wary of strangers, but a little bit of patience and some treats go a long way to earning her trust. This playful shepherd mix does still need to work on her manners and would be a fit for an owner committed to providing her with a routine and training. To learn more about Tama and our adoption process, call Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center at 301-600-1546.
FCG-TV has traveled around Frederick County to highlight how different breweries came up with their names of their craft beers. Well, in this episode of Destination Frederick County, FCG-TV goes back out into the community to learn more about our local distilleries. Let's check it out.
Throughout Frederick County's long history, distilling has played an important role in the region's economy. The production of distilled spirits turned county crops into valuable commodities like whiskey that were shipped around the world. In modern times, the distilling industry has been reborn through microdistilleries that have become popular sites for visitors. Let's take a look at these distilleries and the art of the cocktails they're mixing up around Frederick County.
McClintock Distilling, me and my business partner Tyler Hagemeyer founded this place in 2016. We just celebrated our 7th year being open to the public. We wanted to make really high quality, organic certified whiskeys, vodkas, and gins using local high quality grains and botanicals and fruits and all these other really awesome ingredients that we have here in Frederick County.
10th Ward is located in what used to be the 10th Ward of Frederick City. So back during the pre-Prohibition and Prohibition era, Frederick was districted into wards. There were a total of 13, so if you look at an old map of Frederick, we're actually in what used to be the 10th Ward in that map. And then what's super cool about our logo is that the map is all numbered with Roman numerals and original type font, and so that's where we transcribed our logo from. So we hand copied the font and the Roman numeral for 10, which is the X on our logo, to create the branding.
Puerto Rico Distillery is a small family-owned craft distillery located in Frederick, Maryland. I started it with my dad, Angel, so it's a father-daughter run business officially, although it's really the whole family that's involved. So my mom is a teacher here in Frederick County and is oftentimes helping on her downtime, and my sister helps with social media from Puerto Rico, so it's a whole family affair.
Basically, what we do here to make spirits at a distillery is we're taking grains and other fermentables and turning them into a beer that we can distill into a spirit. So we work with local farms. We're able to bring in wheat, rye, and corn. We mill them into a flour. We use enzymes and heat to convert all of those starches in the flour into sugars, and then we ferment them just like a beer. But what we do is take it one step further than what a brewery would do, and we put it in our still. We're able to heat up, extract, and concentrate all of the best flavors into a whiskey, and then they get added to barrels, and that's where the real time comes in. It can take several years until a good whiskey is ready.
A good cocktail requires balance of a number of key ingredients. So your spirit, citrus, sweetness, and usually bitter, unless you're going with something more spirit forward. So an old fashioned, a martini, a Manhattan, for example, might miss some of those ingredients because that's for the type of drinker that really wants to taste the booze. But otherwise, usually I go for that mix.
Frederick County has really become this amazing hub for alcohol production in general, and I think part of it is we have this amazing confluence of really high quality agriculture and really good raw materials, but we also have this really good food and drinks culture set up here, and it's that kind of combination that makes Frederick really special. The first reason why people should always buy local for everything that you do is that money stays in your community. So when you buy a bottle from us, that money is going to support your local farmer. That's supporting local corrugated cardboard manufacturers. That's going to help support other salespeople and the distributors that are based here in Maryland.
If you want something that is going to tell a story and have a lot more tie-in with the community, then you want to go local. Whenever possible, for example, for Puerto Rico Distillery, we are either getting our product, our ingredients, our materials here in Maryland or in Puerto Rico. That way we support the Puerto Rican economy as well. When you're supporting a local business like us, you find more deliberate and intentional decisions are being made. Come on down to Frederick County. We have amazing craft distilleries, breweries, wineries. Come on down and experience it for yourself.
Are you and your family and friends looking for something to do in the next few weeks? Check this episode's calendar of events to find out what activities Frederick County Government Divisions and departments are hosting to keep you busy. If you'd like to find out more about virtual events and programs and activities that are going on in the county, visit frederickcountymd.gov. Now, before we have to say goodbye, I want to share a couple more things with you. Work out, run, ride a bicycle, jump some rope, play some basketball. All of these things are activities you can do to help your heart stay strong in honor of American Heart Month. February is American Heart Month, a time when all individuals can focus on their cardiovascular health. Speaking of heart health, if you want to monitor your blood pressure, the Frederick County Health Department can help. Just go to health.frederickcountymd.gov and search for Healthy Hearts Blood Pressure Self-Monitoring Program. February is American Heart Health Month, but it is also the time for Valentine's Day. If you and your love are looking for some activities to do, Frederick County Parks and Recreation always has something fun to offer, like building a s'mores box, creating arts and crafts for two, and hanging out with animals at nature centers. To find out more about the Parks and Rec Valentine's Day activities, just visit recreator.com. Okay everyone, well, it's the time to say goodbye. But if you want to stay up to date on important news and events going on in the county, follow Frederick County on social media. We'll see you next time with a fresh look from a county perspective. Take care, guys.